Hello idiots, and welcome back to another Smart Idiots Incorporated video. For the past couple weeks, I've been asking the subreddit r/metal for the masses about their favorite songs by big metal bands. The bands we are doing today are Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Pantera, Korn, Slipknot, System of a Down, Avenged Sevenfold, Lamb of God, Overkill, Testament, Exodus, and Motorhead. If there is a band you would like me to cover next time, just comment it down below and I'll try to include it in the next one. Without further ado, let's jump right into it, and I hope you enjoy. The first band I asked them about was Metallica. There were lots of great Metallica songs requested, like one in Master of Puppets, but the winner in the end was Creeping Death from the Ride the Lightning album, which I can agree on. Even if it isn't my favorite, it's still a great song that I enjoy every time it comes on. And the user who suggested it was u/ir_boost. Continuing with bands in the Big Four of thrash, we have Megadeth. Just like Metallica and the others in the Big Four, they have a lot of great songs, and a lot of the great ones were suggested, like Symphony of Destruction. But Holy Wars, The Punishment Due from Rust in Peace, Inevitably One. And once again, I agree with the winner. It was suggested by u/Wombletalk, and this isn't the only time his suggestion won a vote. The next Big Four band I did was Slayer, which is my second favorite of them behind Metallica. Hell Awaits was a very popular choice in the subreddit, but the winner ended up being a comment that nominated two different songs, Angel of Death and Dead Skin Mask. Because of this, I decided to take matters into my own hands and pick which of them I like more, which is Angel of Death from Rain of Blood. The user who suggested them was u/GengarKing87, I think that's how you pronounce it. The final band in the Big Four left is Anthrax. This is the band I had listened to the least out of all the Big Four, but doing this has helped me listen to them a lot more than I used to. Caught in the Moss was very close to winning, but was beaten by Indians. Both were from the Among the Living album, though. As with all other picks for the Big Four, I do agree with it winning, as it is a very good song. The user who suggested it was u/Wombletalk again, and this still isn't the last time you will have one vote. On to the creator of metal, Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath is probably one of, if not the most influential metal band of all time. Unlike the last four bands though, I don't really agree with the song that was chosen to be their best. Although some really good ones like War Pigs, Heaven and Hell, and Iron Man were suggested. And in fact, Iron Man was suggested by Wombletalk. The winner ended up being Megalomania from Sabotage. I'm not a fan of the song, but it's clear that it has the masses' favorite song, and the user suggested was u/Cheddarlicious. Great name, by the way. We are now doing another classic heavy metal band with Iron Maiden. The vote for this wasn't even close, even with great songs like The Trooper and Fear the Dark being suggested. The winner by a landslide, though, was Hallowed Be Thy Name, Member of the Beast, which I do really like. I don't think anyone is going to contest it being one of their best songs. It was suggested by u/17th Empty Vessel. The final classic heavy metal band I did was Judas Priest. Just like Anthrax, I hadn't listened to them a lot before doing the vote, but now I listen to them a lot more than I used to. Although both Painkiller and Rapid Fire tied for second, the winning song was Electric Eye from Screaming for Vengeance. Once again, it was suggested by u/Wombletalk, but unlike the other two times, this was the last time he won a vote. Thank you u/Wombletalk for being so active in my polls. We are on to a band many people consider to be one of the heaviest of all time, Pantera. Now to my surprise, neither Cowboys from Hell nor Walk were nominated as an option. I'm still happy with which song won though, as Cemetery Gates from Cowboys from Hell came out victorious in the vote. I really enjoy the song and it's nice to see it win, even if it isn't my personal favorite Pantera song. It was suggested by u/Big Bob Short. Now we are on to the inventors of nu metal, Korn. Korn is definitely one of, if not the most influential bands in the nu metal scene. And it's not hard to see why. They are a great band, and it would have been a crime to not include them. Now for the song that won, it was very close, but Blind from their self-titled album won. I'm happy this won, as I also think it's one of their best. The user who suggested it is u/the_Christian. Slipknot is next, and there were so many great songs suggested. For some reason though, they kept mass downvoting literally every other suggestion except for a winner. Some of the songs suggested were Spit It Out, Before I Forget, My Plague, Disaster Piece, and Wait and Bleed, which is my personal favorite. But the winner by quite a bit was Sick from their self-titled album, which is also one of my favorites. I really recommend checking it out. It was suggested by Useless Sunglasses to use. Finally, we are on to my favorite band of all time, which is System of a Down. I personally love every System of a Down song, including some of their weaker ones like Lonely Day, so I was excited to see which one would win. Now, I went into this expecting Chop Suey to sweep the competition, but I couldn't have been more wrong as it didn't even place top 5. The winner was Sugar from their self-titled album. I'm still happy this one, as it's definitely the best from that album and one of my favorites they've ever made. It was suggested by Useless, Jack Nike, Disamos, Tracy. It's going to be on screen, so. We are now on to the only metalcore band included in this, Avenged Sevenfold. They are one of the only 3 bands included in my very epic playlist, System of an Avenged Knot, which will be in the description to this video if you'd like to check it out. Since I wrote the script for this, we actually added 2 new bands, and that's the Rage Against to the Disturbed System of an Avenged Knot. So it's going to be 5 bands. Back to the ranking. There were a lot of great songs suggested, like Save Me, Backcountry, and Nightmare, but unsurprisingly, Unholy Confessions from Waking the Fallen won by a landslide. It is a great song though, so it makes sense that it would win. The user who suggested it was Useless Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. Now we have Lamb of God. Now, as much as I like to build up in suspense and say a lot of great songs were suggested and I was supposed to vote, it was not. Laid to Rest from Ashes of the Wake was going to win no matter what, and it won the vote very easily. I don't really have much to say, because even though it's a great song, not much interesting happened during the vote, since it won by so much more than any other song had. It was suggested by Useless of Vices in Existence. Now we have Overkill. With Overkill in the next 2, I didn't really know them that well, so this was a great opportunity to listen to some of their music. I've listened to quite a bit of Overkill now, and I agree with the vote in saying that End of the Line from Under the Influence is their best song. As I still haven't listened to too much of their music, I don't have much more to say. Useless Dugo Ninja suggested that. Starting off our final 3 is Testament. Testament is a great thrash metal band, and that maybe should have been included in the Big 4. I'll let you fill in which one should have been replaced. For the first time in quite a bit, we actually have a really close vote between 2 songs. Into the Bit and Practice What You Teach. Decided by 1 vote, their best song is Practice What You Teach from Practice What You Teach. Although it's not one of my favorites from them, I can tell why it won. The user who suggested it was Useless Diddly's Warrior. I think this makes sense. Our second to last band of the video, Exodus. I barely know anything about Exodus, so I'm not going to say much during this part. The winner of the vote was Piranha from Bonded by Blood. I liked the song when I listened to it, but it's one of the only Exodus songs I've heard, so I'm not going to comment my opinion until I've heard more of their songs. It was suggested by Useless Keep Calm in Baseball. Our final band we are doing is Motorhead. Unlike the last 3, I did listen to Motorhead a bit before the vote. Now this vote is very close. To be called the best song by Motorhead, it was between The Trooper from Peace of Mind, Somehow, or Orgasmatron. The winner by a vote of 7 to 5 was Orgasmatron. The Trooper is a great song that I really enjoy, but I agree that Orgasmatron deserves to win. Congrats Orgasmatron for winning the vote, and I'm sorry The Trooper, I didn't even know you were part of this vote. The user who suggested Orgasmatron was Useless Red Rag of Sparta, and the user who suggested The Trooper was Useless Drop Creeps, which you guys know as Nicholas. Those are the best songs from a lot of bands, and I hope you all enjoyed, and I have put a link to a playlist I made featuring all the winning songs. Thank you for watching, and